sorry about that. So in today's video, we are going to be looking at the Premier League, and we're going to be looking at one thing we have learned so far from every Premier League team this season. So obviously it's the World Cup break. By the time you're watching this, I am filming this just with one game to go before the World Cup, so some of these things I say, I mean, they should all still apply, but I guess some of them might have changed during that one game week. But yeah, I thought now was a good time to, I guess, give a little overview of each club, look at what we've learned so far during this mini break, and yeah, maybe I'll do one of these at the end of the season and see what's changed. But of course, let me know in the comments if you agree or disagree with my opinions. But without further ado, let's begin. So Arsenal, what we've learned is they are the real deal. I don't think anybody expected to be this good. I don't think anyone did at all. As of recording, they are top of the league, and either way they will be first or second come the World Cup break by a fairly considerable margin to third place, which I don't think anybody thought would happen. They've proven that they are a really good team. Arteta's proven his doubt is wrong, or at least so far they have. The level of improvement is absolutely insane right now, and yeah, they've shown they are a really good team, and if they can keep this up, well, there's a title challenge on. Bournemouth, one thing we've learned is we all underestimated them. I think every single person who made predictions in the Premier League all had Bournemouth in the bottom three. I had them last, and I think most people had them last. But Bournemouth have proven us wrong. They've proven they're a really solid team. Obviously under Scott Parker they didn't look very good, but Gary O'Neill has come in. Huge credit to him, his first ever job in the Prem, and he's looked fantastic. They look like a really solid team. How long it can last, I don't know, but they are definitely doing way better than anybody expected. Aston Villa, and they've proven that they're a massive club. Now what do I mean by this? Well, I mean Aston Villa were sitting 17th in the league when they sacked Steven Gerrard. 17th. I believe they've not finished in the top half of the Premier League since they've returned to the Prem. They've always been mid-table or, fighting off relegation. Yet they still somehow managed to get a 4-time Europa League winner, managing last year's Champions League semi-finalists to join them. Like, that is incredible. It shows how much of a big club they are and how much aspiration and potential investment they may have. So yeah, good omens for Villa. Brentford, we've learned that Tony is the glue. Ivan Toney has really stepped up. I think a lot of us thought Christian Eriksen last season was, the main guy for them, but Ivan Toney's shown this year that it's him. He scored basically all their goals. Without him, they would be in big trouble. He's a 4th top goal scorer in the league as of recording, and yeah, he is just fantastic. Brighton, they have shown that it wasn't all about Graham Potter. So obviously Brighton lost their manager Graham Potter this season, and they lost all of his backroom staff as well. You're thinking, I think most people thought, oh no, this is bad. Brighton might take a bit of a decline here, maybe not relegation, but might be like in and around there now. But they've shown they're a class team. The players have shown they're good. De Zerbi's shown he's good. and Brighton have shown a very well-run club in general. Chelsea, we've learned that some of the players at Chelsea are not good enough. I mean, we've kind of known this for years, to be honest, but it's been papered over the cracks, you know, with Champions League win last year under Tuchel. His system, I guess, was protecting quite a few players, but this year we've really seen how a lot of players are not good enough, in terms of at least like Chelsea wanting to be, you know, back up there fighting for titles. The likes of Kai Havertz, Pulisic, Ziyech, Jorginho, Mount this season, I can go on forever, are just not good enough. Now, I'm not saying these players are rubbish and can never be good, but right now they are not good enough for Chelsea. And if these players like Jorginho and Mount are Chelsea's best players, then there's no way Chelsea are going to win the league, and it's that simple. Crystal Palace, we've learned that the future is bright. They've got a really, really exciting front line forming here. Eze, Elise Zaha and Odsonne Edouard. They've been forming a really nice partnership for Palace this season. And if they continue like this, they will explode very soon, I'm telling you. They're currently 10th in the league, but I think they could definitely go up a bit. Next up, we got Everton, and we've learned that Frank Lampard is a very flexible manager. So last year, when Lampard came in, they started off with a back five. It was quite pragmatic, defensive. I don't blame him for it because he just needed to get points on the board to stay up. But this year, they've slowly moved to a back four. They've slowly been playing more progressive football, better football, looking to dominate the ball a bit more. So it's shown us that Lampard is a very flexible manager. He can do both the pragmatic style and also start to play a bit more of a possession style. Fulham, their manager, not their manager, the thing we've learned from them is that the Premier League flops are no longer flops. What do I mean by this? Well, players like Andreas Pereira was called a rubbish signing. People were confused why Fulham would sign him. Mitrovic, people would say he's a championship striker, he's not good enough for the Prem. Tim Ream, for example, he got mocked. He was nowhere near Premier League standard, people said. Marco Silva, even the manager, people didn't think he was great in the Prem with Everton, Hull and Watford. But this year they've proven them all wrong and shown they are Premier League standard. In fact, they are top half Premier League standard, with Fulham sitting in 9th place right now, and all of the players I've just mentioned absolutely flying. Leeds, and we've learned that there's a promising young core at Leeds forming. It's kind of going under the radar, but they've got the likes of Wilfred Gnonto, Somerville, who has been on the radar, I guess, Sam Greenwood, Joe Gelhardt. These have all looked so good this season and have all contributed slowly but surely goals and assists, key moments to Leeds. And I think in the second half of the season, these guys could all really, really take the next step. And yeah, this is a really nice young core, which we've shown here, Leeds, that is it's going to be a promising future for Leeds. Leicester, we've learned that Rodgers needs time. So I was extremely shocked that Rodgers is still in a job. I thought he was going to get sacked. They were absolutely awful. But fair play to him, he's turned it around, and they're now looking like a good mid-table team again. So I think Rodgers needs time, a bit of money, and he might be able to get them back to Europe, or at least challenging for European places who hit the heights he ever really he did in, what was it, like 2018? Firmino, he's actually done alright this year, but not what he was. I could go on. That era, that Liverpool team is now officially done. There's now a new Liverpool with the likes of Luis Diaz, Harvey Elliott, Darwin Núñez, Fabio Carvalho. These guys will be driving Liverpool forward. I'm not saying that this means Liverpool are done, but that team, we've learned, is officially dead and buried. Manchester City. We've learned that Pep can adapt. Some people like me thought that there might have been a little bit of a settling in period with Haaland. You know, they've been playing with a false nine for 2 years. He's nowhere near a false nine. There might be a little bit of an adaptation. There's been zero adaptation. He's literally just broken the league. And this has shown that Pep can adapt his system to suit different players. He's shown, you know, he can play with a false nine. He's shown that he can play with a Aguero type striker, and now he's shown that he can change his tactics, play with a just out and out target man number 9, which Erling Haaland is. Manchester United, we have learned that Ten Hag needs time and money, but is starting the rebuild. Ten Hag has got them on the right track, but he must be backed fully, and then they can start competing him. You can see he does not have the players he needs at all yet, but there are already promising signs of improvement within this Manchester United team. Newcastle, we've learned that they are a serious threat to the Big Six. Eddie Howe has done such a fantastic job. And Newcastle, I'm sure, will strengthen big in January. Because, I mean, if they're smart, they will, because they have an opportunity here, which I don't think they actually expected, but they have an opportunity here, and if they get the investment right, it's really worrying for the Big Six. Because after this season, the Big Six may never be the same again. Nottingham Forest, we've learned that it's going to take time. As we all kind of thought, they did way too much in the summer, but they are showing signs of growing in confidence, and they need time to adapt and learn how to play with each other. Steve Cooper needs to learn his best team, and then they can start to thrive and get the results. I don't think Nottingham Forest are done yet, but they need a bit of time and patience. Southampton, we've learned that it is a new era in Southampton. So, what I mean by this, well, they've sacked their manager after 4 years. As of recording, they've not appointed a manager. They may have appointed one. They probably would have by the time you're looking at this video. But they've got a new era beginning there. They've got very, very young players like Samuel Dozie, Omar Bulakochap, Romeo Lavia, Tino Livramento. You know, these are just a couple of the names at Southampton, and they've got a new manager, so this is well and truly a new era at the club. Next up, we have Spurs. We've learned that Antonio Conte is too negative of a manager. Spurs really only look good after the second half, or when they're losing. That's when they look good. And that's when, you know, they're chasing a game, he takes off the shackles a little bit. But when they have no lead to chase, they've been quite poor this season. Conte needs to be a lot more positive and brave if he wants to get more consistent performances and results with this Spurs team. And finally, West Ham. Oh, not finally, second to last, West Ham. we've learned that Moyes needs to adapt and learn. He needs to figure out what his best team and formation is. They've got the new guys like Maxwell Cornet, Gianluca Scamacca, Lucas Paqueta, but he doesn't really seem to know what's the best way to integrate these guys in, what's the best formation to play, the best tactics. He keeps switching, 5 back one time, 4 back this time. He needs to work out and adapt very quickly, learn what's his best 11, what's the tactic he needs to implement. Otherwise, he will face a lot of trouble. And finally now then, Wolves. And we've learned that they need some new attackers. I mean, we kind of knew this from last year already. They did miss quite a lot of chances last year, but this year they've been absolutely awful in front of goal. After Bruno Lage got sacked, they actually did look really good. They played some nice football, but the attackers were so poor, they just couldn't put the ball in the net. I know they have injuries, but they need to recruit some other attackers because no one else besides Ruben Neves looks like scoring in that team. So once they get those, I think Wolves will be fine under their new manager, Julio Lopetegui. But there we have it. That is one thing we have learned from every Premier League club so far this season. If you have enjoyed, please leave a like, consider subscribing, and I will see you in another video.